Hello and happy Easter. We are here. It's Easter Sunday. It doesn't look like there are a lot of festivities here. Talking about Project Wildflower, planting seeds of hope for every child and family out there. A lot of families are not able to even join together in this celebration on this day, and this is one of the few places where you have enough stores open. But a lot of places are totally dead now because they have had to close down for the unforeseeable future. There is no determined day of reopening, devastating a lot of businesses and families all across the country today. And all in the name of trying to keep from catching a virus. The COVID virus is what this is all in the name of. And, we got to look at this. You listen to the radio and to your television, and it's all talking about this new normal. Well, here we are all over the world. We've been celebrating and congregating in large groups on Easter Sunday to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And there are people who are being denied the ability even to go to church, with police standing outside of church parking lots to keep people from going to church or to record the license plates of people going to church. And we're supposed to accept this as the new normal? What is the new normal? Well, a definition of the new normal is due to an atypical event or behavior that distinctly changes the way people interact and operate, thus becoming a new accepted norm in society. We are being faced with these new normals today. Number one, maintain social distancing practices. Keep a distance of at least 6 feet apart from each other. There are even floor signs in grocery stores like Safeway and Target and Walmart directing people to maintain a 6-foot distance from one another, even stating that it is 2 shopping carts. So we've talked about that before. And it's like in some stores, you can't even go into the store and browse the aisles. They only offer curbside pickup. There are some exceptions to these mandates. As we all know, if you are buying essential items already predetermined by your government, you can go out of your house in your car and go get them. If you are working in an essential field, also already predetermined by your government. And sometimes to congregate for church services, but most have been recommended to attend online. And there are some churches out there where people are attending online services, but a lot of people are left out of that circle, not able to participate because the technology just isn't there. Another new norm that we are being asked to accept, and remember, this is important, sanitize like your life depended on it, because the world is fraught with dangerous invisible enemies, and that is the only way that we can protect from them. Well, I don't know about you, but I know there are other ways that we can protect ourselves from these viruses and diseases. Taking care of our environment is one way. Another new norm that we are being faced with now is to enroll our kids in programs approved by the National Board of Education that are online courses. This basically presents a situation where you are denying children to play in your neighborhood, to play at the playgrounds. What about families in Colorado that went to play t-ball? There was a father who was arrested by police officers. Come to find out, that father used to be a police officer himself. This also imbues the responsibility back on parents to watch and teach and spend time that they may not have or be prepared to have with their children, especially in an ability to adapt and adopt to the current changes in standards, requirements, or involvement of teaching their child what they need to know. Also, coupled with that, there's a lack of physical support and community involvement and psychological community as well to aid in the new education formats. Another new norm that we are being asked to accept in society is not to be involved in community businesses. That means, going to city council meetings, participating in community activities, events, meetings, and other gatherings for positive engagement, involvement, and growth. A vital exercise needed to aid in the health of our communities. We also have a denial of right to peacefully protest against these said violations in our constitutional right to assemble and congregate and protest peacefully. And, then furthermore, we're being denied the ability and the right to, just to name a few, have family reunions, have visits with our children that are custody visitation practices, celebrations like Easter here. Like, nobody gets to celebrate this day? Come on. We're also denied the ability to go to music events and festivals. We can't go into our local college and collaborate with others in exploration and education. And, you can only now do it over the internet. That's what everybody has to do. And most people are not able to do that, not able to learn that way. It's not the way most people learn. We're also being denied the ability to have fun with our friends and our family. Get a driver's license or mandated federal ID. I mean, they said several months ago that we had just a few months to get all of our federal IDs up to date. I'm sure there's still some people out there who haven't done that. What will they do next? Most can't even secure justice in courts. There are only a few different types of courts open right now, and a lot of it has to do with custody matters where the government is actually making money. Those are the kind of courts that are still open. An individual cannot seek the justice that we have a right under the Constitution to do. We can't even go for personal banking, asking for loans, sitting in front of our loan officer and checking in with our bank to make sure that everything is right. We can't go into the banks anymore. So this is really handicapping us as a people to be able to travel freely like we are supposed to be able to do. And, it's like house arrest, only worse, because we're all in house arrest. Even community centers are shutting down right now. Does it feel like Hunger Games yet? We have also a lockdown and quarantine in a lot of cities and states right now, and several countries, the whole country is in lockdown, denying us the right to freely travel. Some would say that this new normal is likened to communism. People who are willing to accept this type of life for the sake of health and wellness for a few, destroying the rights and freedom for all, just for the sake of avoiding these invisible enemies at the cost of others.